Good morning and welcome to Skellion TV. You know, when I was a little kid, I used to go to Sunday school every single Sunday. And my grandparents used to give me money to throw at Sunday school. But what I always notice, and I know I still don't understand, is when those people get the money and they collect it at church from you, like from the Sunday school and from the church, and I hear them speak up about what is for Caesar, you give it to Caesar, and what is for God, you give it unto God. But I was very concerned, although I was so small, because I always said to myself, say, all the while I look out, and me always go to post office at evening time, but ask for letter from my grandparents, and they never used to drop. I was in the country, they never used to drop the mail at your house. You have to go to the post office and collect it. And I always be looking out to see when they send those money to God. And I always think, so you don't feel that little kids don't think, I always say to myself, if they send the money to God, what address they send it to? And I'm looking and I don't see the post office. Nobody come there and send anything to God. So I always be thinking too, which post office then go and send it to God? So by growing bigger and bigger now, I realize that I wonder why they do it anyway, Why they do it and why they say it. Why they call God name in it. And at the same time, they know they're not giving it to God. If what is for Caesar, you give it to Caesar. And what is for God, you give it to God. Why you call God name in it and on him you are give it to? And since I grow big, I realize, that although they used to say, what is for Caesar, you give it to Caesar, and what is for God, you give it to God. I realized they wasn't sending anything to God, And it's this time I realized that God don't need money. What God do with money? And why they call God name in it anyway? God don't need money, God don't use money. You understand what I say? Why people do all these things? It's like they take people for fool, I honestly feel it's fool they take people for, They no say none go give master God, me say man. That the pastor get it, so me want to know if the pastor or God. Him no God for me. You understand what I say? And me no think them should stop them kind of practice them and talk the truth. Then tell too much lie on earth. Too much. And try to fool people and tell with a lot of little things, although them know no good away there. That's not right. Them fi stop it and teach with the right thing that even from you a little kid you can understand what I go on. They mustn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Out.